I'm Brittany Lewis with Forbes Breaking News. At a press conference Thursday with Israel's Prime Minister, President Biden got defensive while justifying his first presidential trip to Saudi Arabia. Biden was asked by a reporter what he will say to the Saudi government about the alleged ordering of the 2018 murder of Washington Post columnist Jamal Khashoggi. The president said, quote, "My views on Khashoggi have been absolutely positively clear, and I've never been quiet about talking about human rights." Take a listen here.
Mr. President, do you want to?
Question was for the president.
Mr. President, do you want to call on the next question?
Sure. I was given a list here. Steve Holland of Reuters.
Some opposition back home to your meeting with Saudi leaders this week. What will you say to Saudi leaders, specifically to Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, about the Khashoggi murder and other human rights practices? And if I may, Prime Minister Lapid, how close are you to an agreement with Saudi Arabia to gain overflight rights, and should we expect that soon? Thank you.
With regard to the question you asked me, my views on Khashoggi have been absolutely, positively clear. And I have never been quiet about talking about human rights. The question that the reason I'm going to Saudi Arabia, though, is much broader, is to promote U.S. interest. Promote U.S. interest in a way that I think we have an opportunity to reassert what I think we've made a mistake of walking away from, our influence in the Middle East. I'm going to be meeting with 9 other heads of state. It's not just it happens to be in Saudi Arabia. And so there are so many issues at stake that I want to make clear that we can continue to lead in the region and not create a vacuum that is filled by China and or Russia against the interest of both Israel and the United States and many other countries. And so the purpose of the visit is to coordinate with 9 heads of state what are in U.S. interest, and I believe in Israel's interest as well.
Well, let's the Prime Minister.
I always bring up human rights. I always bring up human rights. But my position on Khashoggi has been so clear. If anyone doesn't understand it in Saudi Arabia or anywhere else, then they haven't been around for a while.
Thank you.
About the overflights of Saudi Arabia, of course, as I was saying in my speech, we are all for promoting normalizations with every country in the region that it is possible. But since the president is going to Saudi Arabia and there will be a finalization of the issues over there, I will let the president finalize this when he's in Jeddah.
Thank you, Prime Minister.
I'm optimistic.